Well, the Southern tour is coming to an end. In just a few hours, I'll be on a plane heading to Boston. It's Monday. I think it's June 10th. I'm not sure of the date. There's 2 flights involved in this trip. One is leaving Buenos Aires and landing in Atlanta, which is about 11 hours. The second trip is from Atlanta to Boston. I'm not sure how long that one is, but I think it's between 2 and 3. This will wrap up about 3 months in South America, my first time down here. And the number one takeaway for me, if I come back, is learn Spanish. The Buenos Aires airport is no slouch when it comes to duty-free areas. After immigration, I passed through no fewer than 3 duty-free areas. I should have stopped and asked how it all worked, but I didn't. So duty-free will have to remain a mystery until I do another trip. Unless somebody wants to leave a comment and let me know how that works. Well, here's duty-free area number 4. They're not kidding about this stuff. Once I get to Boston, I'm going to be staying at my brother and sister-in-law's house in Provincetown over in Cape Cod. So I'm going to be taking another ferry over to Provincetown from Boston. So hopefully this video will turn into a thrill a minute, as most of them do. The full debrief will have a blow-by-blow of everything that I've learned on this trip and some of the changes that I'm going to be making for my Asian tour later in the year. I don't know if many of you already know about this, but if you stay up with the social happenings in Southeast Asia, then you know that Malaysian media superstar Grace H.R. Ling is getting married in October. I've been invited to that wedding, and of course we'll have a full report. Well, I'm having an interesting time finding my gate. When I checked in, they told me it was gate 7. Then I got an email from Kayak and said it was changed to gate 17. The app for Delta says gate 8, and the boards around the airport say there's no gate at all. Hi, 32E.
E on the other side as well.
Thanks. Hi. We're going to be flying over Bogota and then explore Table Mount. I hope the pilot alerts us when we get there, and then into Atlanta. If you've ever come into the United States through Atlanta, then you know the routine. Immigration, collect and recheck your bag, and look for the gate for your next flight. That's what we're doing right now.
Welcome aboard the plane train. Please hold on. This train is departing. The next stop is for D gates.
According to the boards, we're at gate B6. So the whole process here in Atlanta is fairly, I would say, painless. It does take a while though. Once you get used to the idea that you have to get your bag and then recheck it. Well, the Southern tour is hours away from being completed. I am in downtown Boston, about to take the ferry. I think it's about an hour and a half from Boston Harbor to Provincetown, Cape Cod. My brother and sister-in-law live there, and I'll be spending a couple of days there with them before actually returning to Carbondale, Pennsylvania, sometime maybe in about a week. It's definitely not winter here in Boston. It's at least 31 degrees so far. But I have my jacket with me anyway, because on the water, it might be cooler. Hopefully I'll get some good shots of the ferry and the ferry ride. Three decks on this boat, and I'm on the top one right now. We're still parked. We haven't gone anywhere. So you're not missing any of the action. It's already noisy here, and we haven't even moved. But I think that's the air conditioning that I'm standing next to over there. Here's the view. That's the pier, Customs House. That small building over there is where I was sitting for the last hour and a half. And this is Boston Harbor, or Massachusetts Bay. I'm not sure what the name of it is, but you can look that up. It's a good thing I didn't get rid of this stupid hat that I bought in Quito, because if I did, I'd be doomed. I have my 50 SPF on, which I bought specifically for Quito, but which really I didn't get to use it that much because the weather was only sunny on a few days out of the month that I was there. And then in Buenos Aires and Montevideo, it was cloudy every day, or almost every day. So even though I used it, I didn't really need it. But today it's already 32 degrees, the sun is out, and I'm not sure how much I'm gonna be outside on this trip. The trip, according to my brother, takes about an hour and a half, and we'll see what happens once we get moving. And we're on our way. Right now we're just backing up. This is the high-speed ferry, so once we get out of this Boston Harbor area, they'll be turning up the speed on the motors, which they just did. Well, this is the last leg of the Southern Tour. When I reach Provincetown, that'll officially be the end. It started on Monday at 8 p.m. on a flight from Buenos Aires to Atlanta. And I arrived there about 5:30 on Tuesday morning, and then boarded another plane at about 8 o'clock and flew to Boston and arrived there about 10:30 on Tuesday morning. I stayed overnight in Boston last night, and today is Wednesday, and I'm on the ferry now between Boston and Provincetown. Not exactly home, but I'm staying with my brother and my sister-in-law in Provincetown for a week or so, and then I'll be heading back to Carbondale in Pennsylvania. Looks like this is our parking spot. Okay, the Eagle has landed. I'm now in my brother's car, and I'm heading to, where are we going, Boris?
Montano's restaurant.
Montano's. That was Natasha chiming in there. We'll disguise her voice later, so you don't really know what she sounds like. But Montano's, if any of my viewers have been in the Cape recently and know where Montano's is, that's where we're going. More later.
Hey folks, remember, if you subscribe to this channel, all of your wildest dreams will come true. I'll show myself out.